Hey, what's up everybody? This is Joshua Casper. I'm here with Plugin Boutique, and today we're getting the first peek at Punish by Heavyocity. Now, Heavyocity is well known for their contact instruments, but this is their first plugin. It essentially is mimicking the technology they used in their latest contact instrument, Gravity, and that is the one knob right here, which controls many parameters. As you can see, we have a compressor, a saturator, transients, equalizer, and then we have a limiter down here at the end. And what this plugin aims to do is give you full control over all of these parameters to varying degrees by just adjusting this one knob. And just look at that, how beautiful that animation is anyway. But Heavyocity has been playing around with this idea since Damage. There was a damage knob on their damage contact instrument, and then Gravity took it one step further, and now they've given us the ability to add this type of processing to any track of your choosing instead of just being embedded inside of a contact instrument. And I'm really blown away by the sound it puts out. It really kind of opens up the creativity to a point where you're just making crazy sounds and making great improvements with minimal effort. So I'm just going to show you a couple of the presets. One of my favorites was the broken Megaphone, which can be applied to vocals or really to anything, but it sounds really cool if you apply it to some vocals. Let's just go ahead and listen. I got this vocal back here.
Fire's burning all around, ashes falling to the ground.
And if I turn on Punish now with the broken Megaphone preset,
Fire's burning all around, ashes falling to the ground. Someone save me.
I mean, that's perfect if you're into making trip hop or UK grime or anything like that. I mean, it just sounds really good. The four main modules here can be turned on and off: the compressor, the saturator, the transients, and the equalizer. So if you don't want to use one or you want to add some to the other presets or you're making your own, that's where you turn those on and off. The next really important thing about the Punish plugin is the edit button. If I click this on, you can see that some of these parameters now have highlighted in white. And if you're familiar with Massive at all, this is the range that this parameter is adjusted when I move the main macro knob here, the Punish knob. So when the Punish knob is all the way at 0%, you can see that the threshold on the compressor is at its highest point. And as I move the Punish knob all the way to 100%, the threshold is now at its lowest value. So if I'm here in the middle, you can see that the threshold value is in the middle. Now it's in the middle of the set range, and I can adjust the set range now by clicking and dragging up or down. I can actually invert the range, or I can make it bigger or smaller by clicking and dragging up and down. So now the range is much longer on the threshold as I move the Punish knob. And this is also where I can add a range to a parameter that doesn't already have it. So if I wanted to add the mix, when the Punish knob's all the way up, I want the mix to be 100%. So right now I got to move the knob down, turn on the edit, and then move it up like this. So now when the Punish knob is at 100%, the mix is 100%, and when the Punish knob is at 0, it's hovering around, 40% down there. So that's how you adjust the ranges of the parameters that are affected by the Punish knob. And the last thing I want to do is show you some of the master bus presets on the Punish VST. All right, here's another instance of Punish on a trap pre-master. Let's go ahead and check that out. And now let's punish it. So as you can tell, that does a lot to the overall sound, and it sounds really good. It's really boosting up the gain on the track without adding a non-wanted distortion. I mean, there is some saturation going on, which is distortion, but it's exactly what we want. It sounds good. It doesn't sound bad. If you check out the presets in here, we have an introduction, which it kind of isolates each one of the modules to show you what's going on. We got a bunch of bass presets, some presets for drums. We've got some effects presets. So these are going to be really experimental and might be a little bit crazy. And here we have a ton of guitar presets. We've got a few amp emulations and a few direct input emulations. Keys and synth. Mastering, is going to go in your master channel or your master bus, and then some processing for vocals. So overall, having played with this for a few hours, I would say that Heavyocity has done a great job transferring the one knob punish idea from their contact instruments, which is something that everybody really liked about those instruments, and transferring it into a VST, which you can apply to anything you want outside of their contact instruments. I just think that's a really great idea, and it's executed perfectly. It's got their technology inside of it, which I've always been a fan of, and I think you will be too if you grab the plugin.